So, hello. For this discussion, we will be tackling problem 11. I will be reading the question to you. So, next slide, please. In your audit of Lida Plastic Products Co., you noted that the company's statement of financial position shows the accounts receivable balance at December 31, 2020 as follows. So the accounts receivable is 3,600,000 and the allowance for doubtful accounts is 72,000, which gives us the total of 3,528,000. So this is the accounts receivable balance for the year 2020, and for the following year 2021, the following transactions relating to the accounts is first the sales on account amounting 38,400,000, and then cash received from collection of current receivable totaled 31,360,000. Then after discount of 640,000 were allowed for prompt payment. Then customers' accounts of 160,000 were ascertained to be worthless and were written off. Next is bad accounts previously written off prior to 2021 amounting to 40,000 were recovered. Then the company decided to provide 184,000 for doubtful accounts by journal entry at the end of the year. Then lastly, accounts receivable of 5,600,000 have been pledged to a local bank on a loan of 3,200,000. Collections of 1,200,000 were made on these receivables that are not included in the collections previously given and applied as partial payment to the loan. So those were the given in the problem, and we will be answering a series of questions, which are the following. Question number 1 is the accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021. And question number 2, the allowance for doubtful accounts as of December 31, 2021. Then question number 3, the net realizable value of accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021. And then the fourth question is the treatment of receivables if they are hypothecated against borrowings.
So, good day everyone. I am Krystel KP Cahoy. So, I will be answering the question number 1, the accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021. So, I have here a presentation. Okay. So, the accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021, we have here A, 4,240,000, B, 8,640,000, C, 8,680,000, and D, 9,840,000. So, we will find out choices is the answer. So first, we need to record the accounts receivable in December 31, 2020. So this will serve as our beginning balance sa December sa year 2021. So we have here the 3,600,000. So para mabalaan nato ang balance sa accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021, we need to assess each of the transaction if it will affect the accounts receivable. So first, we have the sales on account, 38,400,000. So if we will think about this transaction, nakabaligya ta which nakabaligya ta sa atong na-receive sa accounts receivable. So that means nga ma-increase ang ato ang accounts receivable in this transaction. So that means mag-add taa og 38,400,000 sa ato ang beginning balance. So mao ni siya ang mahitabo. Okay, so mag-add ta sales on account, which is the 38,400,000. So the next transaction, cash received from collection of current receivable totaled 31,360,000 after discount of 640,000 pesos were allowed for prompt payment. So since na tayo na-collect na cash, diba? So that means if nakakolect ang cash, nakuhaan ang ato ang accounts receivable. So if nakuha na itong accounts receivable, ato siyang i-minus sa ato ang kaning accounts receivable kaning atong i-solve earlier. So na siya. So ang atong total is for this, ato i-add ang cash collected nato na 31,360,000 plus 640,000. So naatay 32 million. So next transaction, customers' accounts of 160,000 pesos were ascertained to be worthless and were written off. So if nagkuan ta og nag written off ta og accounts receivable, that means magdeduct na pud ta og accounts receivable. So na siya here, which totaled to 160,000. Kumana na siya ang ato ang kuan to amount. Next is the next transaction, bad accounts previously written off prior to 2021 amounting to 40,000 were recovered. So basically, this bad debts recoveries were not are not dili siya maka-affect sa ato ang accounts receivable. So ato na siya i-leave na transaction. Then next transaction is the company decided to provide 184,000 pesos for doubtful accounts by journal entry at the end of the year. So ang kaning transaction is involved siya with doubtful accounts. So if doubtful accounts is a contra asset sa accounts receivable, that means na dili siya appeal sa pagkuha sa balance sa accounts receivable sa December 31, 2021. So next transaction, we have accounts receivable of 5,600,000 pesos have been pledged to a local bank on a loan of 3,200,000 pesos. Collections of 1,200,000 were made on these receivables and applied as partial payment to the loan. So, ang kaning cash collections only ang ato ang i-record. So, naman tay na-collect nga cash. So, that means para sa itong ibuhat gain na ato siyang i-minus sa ato ang accounts receivable. So, naata dire, then amount total to 1,200,000. So, we have here 42 million as a total sa atong mga debits or atong gi-add earlier. Then sa mga last nato, we have a total of 33,360,000. So ang atong ibuhato is we will deduct 33,360,000 from 42 million, I mean. So we will be getting the 8,640,000, which will be our balance for December 31, 2021. So our answer for this question will be letter B, which is 8,640,000. So yeah, that's it for question number 1. Let's proceed to question number 2.
Okay, so good day everyone. Good day everyone. My name is Sittie Hafsa Mamangcao and I will be answering question number 2, the allowance for doubtful accounts as of December 31, 2021. Okay, so as stated in before that, let me present my presentation. Okay, so as stated in the problem, the ending allowance for doubtful accounts in December 31, 2020 is 72,000, which will automatically be our beginning allowance for doubtful accounts in 2021. And as stated in the problem, and I mean as since we are using the allowance method, we will be adding the bad debt recoveries, which adds up to 40,000 pesos, and also the provision for the doubtful accounts expense, which will be 184,000, which is a total of 224,000. And since we will total the allowance for doubtful accounts and bad debt recoveries and provision for doubtful accounts, the total will be 296,000. And since we are using the allowance method, we will be deducting the accounts written off since the allowance method conforms to the concepts of accrual basis of accounting, matching, and conservatism so that the receivables will not be overstated. And with that, we will have a total of 136,000 for the allowance for doubtful accounts in December 31, 2021. So, here in the problem, we can say that the answer is letter B. And you can also use like a T account if you want here. Yes. Okay, so the answer is letter B. So, okay, so that's it for my problem. We will be proceeding to the question number 3. Thank you.
So, hello everyone. I am Blessie G, Cañete, and for question number 3, we are asked for the net realizable value of accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021. So, before I present to you the solution for this question, first let's identify what is net realizable value and its relevance to our computation in accounts receivable. So, PFRS 9 financial instruments provides that the initial measurement for accounts receivable is the face amount, and then subsequently we measure it by amortized cost, which is actually the net realizable value of accounts receivable. So for us to estimate that net realizable value of accounts receivable, we need to have some deductions, and one of that is the allowance for doubtful accounts. So let me present to you the solution for this question. Okay, so first we need the initial measurement of the accounts receivable, which was already provided by Kate in question 1 earlier. So we have this amount of 8,640,000 nga accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021. And then, as I've said earlier, we need to make deductions, and one of that is the allowance for doubtful accounts. And so, provide na po na ni Sittie Hafsa earlier in question number 2. So, which gives us the amount of 136,000 nga allowance for doubtful accounts. So, all we need to do is deduct this amount to this one. So, makita diri sa green nga box. So, we have the accounts receivable of December 31, 2021 nga 8,640,000 itong answer sa question 1 earlier. And then, we just deduct the allowance for doubtful accounts in December 31, 2021 nga 136,000, which is the answer for the question 2 earlier. And then, that gives us the amount of 8,504,000. And mao na siya ang net realizable value of the accounts receivable as of December 31, 2021. So that's it for question number 3.
So good day everyone, I'm Martha Scarlett si Macaltao and I will be tackling question number 4. If receivables are hypothecated against borrowings, the amount of receivables involved should be A. Disclosed in the statements or notes, B. Excluded from the total receivables with disclosure, C. Excluded from the total receivables with no disclosure, or D. Excluded from the total receivables and a gain or loss is recognized between the face value and the amount of borrowings. But before we answer these questions, let us first get to know what is hypothecation. So imagine this. Lidlida needs a loan from a bank. But instead of giving the bank cash as a security, they use their unpaid customer invoices or accounts receivable as a guarantee. This is a process called hypothecation, or by definition, the process of using an asset as a collateral for a loan. However, this process only provides backing, meaning you don't sign any ownership rights over to the lender. You maintain full possession and use of the asset. Relating to the situation, this would mean that Lidleda Plastic Products Co. still owns the invoices and expects to collect the money. However, The bank has a claim on that money if Lidlida Plastic Products Co. can't repay the loan. Now going back to the question, if receivables are hypothecated against borrowings, the amount of receivables involved should be blank. The answer is A, disclosed in the statements or notes. This is in line with first, Pass 1, presentation of financial statements. Disclosing the hypothecation helps achieve a true and fair view. By knowing about the limited access to some receivables due to the loan, users can better assess Lidlida's financial position and potential cash flow risks. Lastly, PFRS 7, Financial Instruments Disclosures. The hypothecation creates a risk for Lidlida. If they can't collect enough from customers, they might default on the loan and lose access to the pledged receivables. PFRS 7 mandates disclosures of this risk, allowing users to understand the potential consequences. In totality, these standards work together to ensure users of Lidlida's financial statements have complete understanding of the company's financial position and the impact of the hypothecation. So thank you so much for watching, and we hope you learned a valuable lesson from today's video. Once again, I am Martha Scarlett C. Macaltao.
I am Blessie G. Cañete.
I am Sittie Hafsa Mamangcao.
And I am Krystel Kate B. Cahoy. So thank you everyone for watching. That would be all. Good day once again.